fucking franchises here, bud.
All right, cowabunga, all that. We're doing Ninja Turtles, talking about a new Ninja Turtles movie out. D-Train here, Daniel Ehrenberg over there, Logan Adair. And of course, we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, which is a brand new film. And we both went to see it. Logan Adair. What was that?
That was like Ray Fillet.
Oh,
Ray Fillet. You don't get it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do. But I gotta be honest, I saw this movie Sunday. It kind of went in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, I saw it last night, and it sort of did the same thing to me.
Yeah.
I watched that Transformers movie after this, so that was a problem.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Ray Fillet, that was a thing. I feel like this movie was just an adaptation of action figures.
Okay.
It was like all the action figures you had as a kid. There they all are. All right. Plot is incidental almost. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna give you a little warning because people like this movie, like a lot. It seems.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the reviews I've seen on my letterbox, people I follow, have given it 4s. Okay.
Very high. Maybe do we feel the same way people felt like about Puss in Boots last year? People really loved that, and we were like, it was fine. It was good.
Yeah. I just don't get it.
Yeah. I like the Ninja Turtle stuff.
I don't even look. I gotta say, I think I'm at a point with the Ninja Turtles where I liked it as a kid. I love the original cartoon. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I don't think there's ever going to be an update of the Ninja Turtles that I'm gonna like more than that, or even on the.
I think you're getting old.
I think I'm getting old too.
I think. I don't know if it's because you're doing this with me now or what this is, but all of everything we do, you're just like, this isn't what I liked. Like this was your Evil Dead. I feel like there was something else there. You're like, this isn't like the thing when I they're never gonna top that. What are they doing anymore?
It's not a matter of topping. Like I like that the most because I saw that at a particular age. Like I can acknowledge that if a kid who's like 7 years old today is watching Turtles for the first time, this is their first exposure to the Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I think it's possible they could get into it the same way I did as a kid.
I think it's absolutely.
Just like I was just watching this movie and getting the sense like this is kind of made for me. It's so rooted in nostalgia, and they use all those old characters and stuff,
but it's very Gen Z, I feel like.
Yeah, but it's also like they're using like Tribe Called Quest songs. Like they're trying to appeal to people that were of a certain age when that original cartoon was popular.
Can we talk about our movie theater going experience?
Yeah. What, you got a good one?
Well, as you all might know at this point, I go to every movie by myself, basically. And so I go and I'm sitting by myself, and there are like 3 groups of people. I don't know if it was all one group or if it was 3 separate groups, but they're like 7 people all lined up like in the middle, like going up in the rows, like 7 people, 7 people, 7 people. And they were laughing the entire movie. They were singing to every song that came on. And I felt like I was out of the loop. Like I was enjoying the movie, but they were fucking loving it. I don't know if they were all drinking or I didn't smell anything, but they were having the time of their life, and it was a little bit annoying. So that was a little bit my experience. I did like the movie, but I was a bit annoyed by these people loving their life right now. Not that I hate I do, but it wasn't for that reason. I was just very annoyed by them being so rowdy.
I had an annoying movie going experience too.
Okay.
I went to go see it. As you all know, I hope you know, I am part of the AMC Stub Club. Okay. I pay a certain amount every month so I could get into movies for free, and I could skip the line on the concessions, go straight up, pay for my shit. Okay. I went to this movie. All right. They've got one guy working Stub Club concessions. And I'm like, it's a new person. She's slow as shit.
You said guy. Is
It was
a girl
It
now?
was a girl. It was a girl.
Okay. What's her favorite movie?
I didn't notice.
Okay.
That's funny. But but so I'm waiting on this line for fucking ever, and I'm like, I'm getting all up in arms. Like, I paid for this service to cut these fucking, and I'm watching people on like the regular line bypass me. I'm like, this should never be happening.
Yeah. Don't put the new person on the line that's supposed to go fast.
Yeah, fucking annoyed the shit out of me. All right, so then we go into the theater. It's one of those theaters with reclining seats. Okay, it's the Dolby Theater. So I reclined my seat when the movie started, and then this family of four fucking comes into the theater right after me. Okay, like the movie's already started, and they come in. They like look at us annoyed because we have our seats like reclined and there's not enough space. I'm like, get here on time, bitch. All right. Then the mom of the crew trips. Okay, she trips going past our seats and she like falls down. I've got nothing on the floor, by the way. There's nothing for her to trip over. I have no idea how she even managed this. And then the fucking father, who's sitting next to me, gives me this look like he's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Did you guys put your seats up so they could sit down?
What do you mean?
Did you put your seat back how it should be so they could sit down?
It takes for fucking ever. The movie started already. I'm not doing that. You slip past. All right? If the movie started, you're slipping past, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Wow.
But they couldn't. They tripped all over themselves. This fucking useless family.
Wow. What a kid's like, God, mom, like she does this all the time. She's just drunk. Great.
No. It might not have even been a mom. It might have been an older daughter.
Okay.
Anyway, I hated this family so much. And so I don't know. I'm just sitting there watching the movie. Guys, I just didn't enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's doing the Spider-Verse thing, okay? And I understand this directed by Jeff Rowe, who did the Mitchells and the Machines, which kind of like
I saw that. And if there was ever a movie that I saw that I don't remember, it's that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like. I remembered it. Like I mean, I don't remember. I watched it and I had a good time, and it was cute and enjoyable. And I was like, oh, this is kind of unique a little bit. And I don't remember a thing about it.
Well, I feel like that's how I'm gonna feel about this movie. I feel like in
maybe.
10 years, someone's gonna ask me, "You ever see Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem?" I'm gonna say no.
Well, you saw the Ninja Turtles, so you'd say yeah.
Yeah, I guess so because of the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going for that Spider-Verse feel. All right, that's how animated movies are gonna look now. We're starting to see it. There's been 2 Spider-Verse movies. There's
Puss
that
in
Puss
Boots,
in
as we
Boots
talked
movie.
about.
Yeah, they're all going for this vibe, and I get
I
it.
think they're cool.
I think they're cool too, but I think because the first Spider-Verse movie was so genius, anytime one of these fucking things comes out now, everybody thinks it's genius, and they can't all be genius.
But when you rather movies look like this than like Wonder Park or Abomination or whatever,
absolutely, yes,
Yeah.
make a million of these before more of those, but they just can't all be in the fucking upper echelon of movies. Like, just because it doesn't look like the animated movies we've been getting for the last 25 years doesn't mean it's unique or interesting.
Right. I didn't love this because of the way it looked or anything. I thought the turtles were cool. I liked the way they talked. I thought they talked like real, like young people. I thought it was like a very. I thought young people, if they were watching this, they could get into the Ninja Turtles, like what you were saying.
None of them had any personality though.
I agree with that. I
Raph
agree.
wasn't pissy. Michelangelo wasn't doofy. Leonardo's supposed to be the leader. He was like fucking
Donnie wasn't
stressed out
smart.
the whole movie. Yeah, like, they're just four fucking turtles.
I agree. That I was thinking back. I was like, the turtles didn't really stand out particularly. I have a question though.
I feel like they liked the idea that the actors would be like talking over each other a lot. It would like lend some realism to the way the turtles interact, but it also sort of like led into all four turtles sounding exactly the same to me.
A little bit, but I thought the voice acting was very good. And if I watched it again, I'm sure I would be able to determine who was who. But I understand a little bit.
There's one thing I can say about a Ninja Turtles movie: you should definitely be forced to watch it twice.
I don't think that that people I think people may not have that problem. I understand what you're saying, but I thought the voice acting was really good. You think it was bad?
Yeah. Not bad. Like I'm sure these kids can act.
They were
or
too
whatever.
similar.
Yeah, they just didn't. I wasn't seeing any characters.
Remember that? Was it the third Ninja Turtles where Raphael is just like an Italian guy? He's like not even like a teenage mutant, like a teenage Ninja Turtle. He's just like an Italian guy.
Yeah,
and that was fucking
Aizan Mutant.
None of these are like that. All these seemed very realistic to me. I really liked them.
I know,
none of them
so
stood
realistic.
out in particular, though.
Super realistic. Just amazing realism.
All right. What do you want? This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But question, okay?
Yeah.
Why were Donatello and Michelangelo smaller than Leonardo and Raphael?
Just so that the character designs would be a little different.
They wear different color masks. Why do they have to look like if they were different in like substantially? Like especially Michelangelo, I thought was very small. I didn't understand why.
Is he the one that had braces?
Yeah, I think so. Because Donatello had glasses, and I think Michelangelo had braces, and that sort of confused me. Because like later on, if you want to say Donatello created that, like with his brilliant mind and science and whatever, that's fine. But he's a baby at this point.
Yeah,
like, I didn't really understand how that happened. But anyway, so there's that. Do we want to get into the other voice casts?
Yeah, I liked April.
Me too. I liked April. I liked Ice Cube. I thought Ice Cube was very good.
It was fun. The thing I liked about April was like it's kind of a new version of the April character, almost like they did with like MJ in the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man movies. But
what do you mean, making her black?
Yeah, but just like reimagining the character. But they also keep it very April. Like I like that she still has the ambition of being like a news reporter and stuff. I thought the puke girl bit was one of the better running jokes in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe she's my MVP.
Okay, I like that. I think that's very possible, but we're not gonna go there yet. But she's is it Ayo Edebiri? Is that how you say it?
I always thought it was Ayo, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what it is, but I thought that she was very good. Ice Cube is Superfly. Do you like Superfly?
Yeah, I'm sort of down on Ice Cube right now because he's siding with the fascists. But what are you gonna do?
What did he do?
You know, he used to be fuck the police. And now he's like,
wasn't he stupid about COVID too?
Yeah. He's gotten really stupid as he's gotten older.
What about Cena and Rogan? You could tell them apart. I couldn't really, to be honest.
I mean,
I don't know.
They were
they have very different voices. Were they doing something to their voices to make them sound weird?
Rogan just sounded like Rogan. Cena was maybe doing a little voice. Okay. I don't know. To me, I didn't like them any more than I liked Sheamus and the other guy. And
I like Sheamus and the other guy more, bro. They have more personality. I don't know. But I was pretty hyped for these guys, and they didn't live up to it, I have to say. But one person,
And I was excited. I was excited because the trailer shows Baxter Stockman and also a giant mutant fly. And as you know, I love Baxter Stockman. He's my favorite Ninja Turtles villain, and he turns into a giant mutant fly. But Baxter Stockman in this movie was different from the giant mutant fly. What's up
right.
with that?
Yeah, that was very odd. I thought about that too. And that was Tyler Perry, right? Here it's Gus Fring.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Big standout for me in this movie, I thought, was Ghostbusters Afterlife's Paul Rudd. I thought he was great. I thought he was so good.
No, I agree. And Mondo Gecko, I had that action figure as a kid, and it's such a like he's only in like one episode of the cartoon, I think. He's like not a major character at all. And like that really was for me. Like, hey, we're gonna put fucking Mondo Gecko in this movie. Paul Rudd's gonna talk like a fucking weirdo. It's gonna be fun. And it was.
Very fun. I thought the funniest part of the whole movie. Possible MVP. Yeah, that's what I wrote down April and I wrote down Mondo. So
Yeah, I think I preferred like the weird mutants to the turtles actually. Like cuz I sort of thought Post Malone was funny as Ray Fillet.
yeah.
I sort of thought Rose Byrne was funny as Leatherhead, the alligator guy. And yeah,
Mr. Beast. I think Mr. Beast is in this movie.
Who's that?
From YouTube. Mr. Beast.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's the biggest YouTuber on the planet.
Well, I don't know anything about YouTube, and I plan to never learn anything.
He cured blind people, Daniel.
I actually that's the one thing I know about him.
He did a lot of stuff. He made the Squid Game, you know that? He made a real life Squid Game.
He did?
Yeah. He got like
Did
100 people.
die?
No, they're like little. It was like a game. I don't know what it was. I didn't watch it, but he did a real life one of those.
Wait, so who was he in this?
I don't know. I just know he's in it.
One of the turtles?
No.
Oh, I
don't.
see.
me look
Mr.
it up?
Beast, Jimmy Donaldson.
Okay.
Yeah, he played Times Square guy.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Do you like New York? I thought New York was fun.
You mean from Flavor of Love?
No,
Or the city of New
city.
York?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
that was very gross. Very well done.
you've never been to New York.
I just thought in this movie I thought I liked the way they portrayed New York. I thought it was very good.
It was fine. It was
And I like the
pretty
way the
generic.
turtles hated humans. I like that aspect.
I liked that too. I thought that was something to hang on to, and like Splinter's mistrust of humanity. I like the flashback showing why he feels that way. And I thought Jackie Chan was pretty good as Splinter. I feel like I came into this like really talking shit, and it's not my intention. Like I liked this movie. I think it's probably the way forward for this franchise. I hope they make a sequel to it. I would happily watch it. I
I think
just
it
kind
would
of
be
felt,
better. I think a sequel would be better.
I agree. I just kind of felt like the movie itself was meh,
I agree. I agree.
and
with you.
I'm not impressed with the animation.
Yeah, I mean, I feel basically the same way. I probably liked it a little bit more, but I liked the part where they got milked. That was pretty funny. Remember that? Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
milking machine.
That was
all got
interesting.
milked.
Yeah, that's what happens when you see humans. You get milked.
I liked all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I liked the dialogue. I thought this was. I really think this is like one of the most Gen Z movies ever made.
Really? Even though Seth Rogen wrote it?
Oh, did he write it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wrote it with like a couple of like one of the dudes he wrote Neighbors with,
Oh.
and then the other one was a team.
Is that why they got Rose Byrne?
Probably, yeah.
That's cool.
They're pals. They were maybe filming that Platonic
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same time as this. But yeah, Evan Goldberg has a screenwriting credit on this. Who he wrote Superbad and Pineapple Express with.
But I heard that like when they were making the movie, like the kids would be talking and they'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna use some of that dialogue that you kids are saying. That'll be in the movie." I thought they used a
really?
good job talking like kids. They did a
Maybe.
good job. They used like Riz. You ever hear that word? You
think Baller will come back around?
I bet you don't have any Riz. What'd you say? Big
Do
baller?
you think baller, that word, do you think that'll come back
Oh, I thought you
around?
said big baller, like LeVar
No,
Ball,
no.
if he was ever gonna come back. Um, yeah, I think baller will come back at some point.
I hope
I think The
so.
Rock tried but
I'll be
failed.
cool again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're the spokesperson for baller.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 3.
I will too. You know, when the movie
That was
ended,
the saddest 3 I've ever heard.
because I really wanted to like this a lot. I was looking forward to this movie.
Yeah.
When I left the movie, you know, I didn't stick around for the credits. I had to pee, and I didn't want to get beaten up by the guy sitting next to me. And so I remember turning to my girlfriend and going like, "Yo, I bet if we stick around, Shredder's in a post-credit sequence." I can almost guarantee you that. And then I looked it up after the movie, and he was.
I didn't stick around either.
Yeah,
I left. People were like loving themselves during the credits. I was like, I gotta get back to real life where I hate everything.
yeah.
So I left. So what happened? Do you know what happened? I'm sure we can look it
You
up.
just see Shredder. I don't know.
Okay, that's exciting. That excites me. Not Super Shredder.
No. Were you excited? When they played Ninja Rap in the car at one point?
Nope. Because everyone in the theater was like, "Oh!" And I was like,
Well, I think your problem is you just have no joy.
"Oh." Maybe you might be right. No, I just like to watch it. I just like to watch it, and when everyone else is, I don't know really how to describe it. Maybe you're right.
This is the problem with going to theaters. I
That
just
doesn't
can't
happen
stand
often.
people.
That doesn't happen that often.
Of
where
course
people,
it does.
It must have been one group where they just felt like they owned the theater. They could do whatever they wanted. Because I was really the only other person in there.
You should have gone over and become friends with them.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should have. I'm sure it would have made my day better.
All right. Do you have an MVP or an LVP?
Oh yeah, my MVP. I'm gonna go with Paul Rudd. Mondo Gecko made me laugh. Everything he said, basically.
Okay. I'll stick
You're
with
gonna go
April.
Io?
Yeah, I'll stick
Ayo?
with April, but I liked my, you know, Genghis Frog. Those characters were all very fun to me.
Yeah, I agree that they were cool.
Yeah.
LVP.
All right.
I might go Donatello.
Donatello. Wow.
He probably
just
stood
straight-
out the least of all the turtles.
He always does. I feel like they never give
No,
Donatello
I
enough
think
to do.
I think there was one episode where I was like, I really want Donatello to do good. And then like in the next movie, like Out of the Shadows, I think maybe Donatello's really good in it. Maybe that's the Donatello movie, Out of the Shadows.
You know, I'm gonna go with Michelangelo. Michelangelo is supposed to be the fucking most dynamic turtle, the most exciting to watch, the funniest, and he was just kind of one of the fucking turtles in this one. And like, I feel almost bad saying that because I like the kid who did the voice of Michelangelo. He's on that show, The Shy, on Showtime, and I liked him on that. But I don't know. I felt pretty meh about that character.
Yeah, I agree. Even like to the point where the other turtles were commenting on the fact how he wasn't even that funny. They're like, "What? You're not that funny. What are you talking about?" Like he thought he could like solve the thing, and they're like, "What? With your jokes?" Or like, "What? He is
I
funny.
know.
Why is he not making any jokes?" Good point.
It almost made me miss Michelangelo from the Michael Bay movies, who just like wanted to fuck April all the time.
Yeah. I get the turtles confused which movie is which, honestly.
All right.
I don't remember which, because I really liked Michelangelo in a few, and then a few he's just there. Which one's the one? This is an early one where he's like doing lunges throughout an entire scene. What's that?
Yeah, that's I think the first one.
that was great, Michelangelo.
Yeah, that's classic stuff. Might be the second one. But it's
I
one
don't
of the
think it's
first
the
two.
first one. The first one sounded weird when you said that.
Okay. All right, I'm good.